Our guest today, she was a former Pro Tour player and she's now started her own tennis coaching academy. And it's called Elevate Tennis Academy in Perth. Marisa Gianotti joins us, or Gio to some. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good. So when you finished playing, was coaching always on the agenda?
Yeah, I think so. I sort of knew when I had come to an end with my playing, and I was away in Turkey. I remember it quite clearly, and I was done. I was done with the traveling, and I thought I'd reached the end of my journey in terms of what I could achieve, and it was time for me to give back to the next generation. I think role models are really important and really big, especially in girls. So what I love most about what I do is having an impact on younger people, and especially the girls. And as coaches, we just got to remember that we're giving these kids or these athletes a skill for life.
It's so true.
Yeah.
I had one mum actually say to me, she's like, oh, it's so good having a female, because I think a lot of the kids' PE teachers are male. Their other sporting coaches are male. So to have a female coach to show, you can play sport and it's okay to want to do sport and run around. I think that's great for our girls coming up.
Yeah, of course. And I look back now and I think about it, and I had no females as role models, just obviously apart from the players that were at the top of the game at the time that I would look up to. But yeah, coaching wise and support team wise, it was all males. So I think it's quite nice.
Was there any tricky part, like transitioning from that playing to coaching? I know for me, like when I started coaching, I'm like, oh, I actually have to watch them and pick up on stuff. Was there any tough part for you?
Yeah, I guess, the coaching is quite different to playing in that regards. Yeah, like you're watching them instead of really concentrating on what you're doing. And as a player, like someone who was training and then transitioning into coaching, I found myself with a lot of time. Like, I finished playing and, I used to have a really structured day. I used to hit, I used to go to the gym, I used to train, do fitness, used to hit again. And then when you fall into the coaching, it's like, oh, I have a lot more time on my hands. And how do you feel that time? Because obviously growing up with really structured routine life, it was quite different. And I guess that's where a lot of athletes find themselves in a hole when they finish playing the professional sport. I think in any sport, is what happens after.
Yeah, exactly. No, I can totally relate to that. Unlike some of us whose fitness has totally slipped away since we've been playing, you, on the other hand, have been doing triathlons and Iron Women events. What made you want to do them?
The time. I like to challenge myself, I guess, and I always had a goal that I wanted to do a marathon. So back in 2017, which was a couple of years after I'd finished playing, I set this challenge before I was 30 that I wanted to do a marathon. And since then, I would like to do another one. I haven't done another one yet, but I have done 2 half Ironman, and hopefully going to do my 3rd one in December, COVID depending. So yeah, I've used my time in still a training way, but just focusing on different types of training, I guess you can say.
What's the half Ironman? Like how many Ks?
So it's a 1.9 kilometre swim, a 90k bike ride, and a 21 kilometre run.
So what's your strong suit?
The run. I'm more of a runner. I'm a neutral swimmer and I struggle a bit on the bike. There are videos circulating of me falling off first bike experiences using the cleats on a road bike. So
they're not easy.
They're good videos to cheer people up when they need a little laugh.
That's it. Do you think that your training as an athlete and everything that tennis puts you through has helped you for those events?
Yeah, I think definitely the mental toughness. You learn that on the tennis court, being out there by yourself, but as well growing up playing tennis, the values instilled in you of like commitment and discipline when it comes to your training and what do you want to get out of the sport, they come to mind.
That's what is great. I mean, it just shows, and that's what I guess you say to the parents of the students you coach. It's what I sort of say, is that even if your child isn't getting to number one, there's so many lessons that sport, even tennis, has to benefit them and to learn from. You as well were one of the females selected scholarship recipients from TA, and all about promoting female coaches in the sport, getting your high performance accreditation. Is there any advice you'd give to up and coming coaches, even females who are second guessing whether to get into coaching? What advice have you got for them?
Yeah, I guess if you have the passion for the game and you want to help people, I mean, that's something I love, helping people. And, you know, if I can help someone, like you said, whether they're a better tennis player or whether they're a better person or can educate them and around anything, then I think that's important. So yeah, if you have that passion for the game and want to help people, then just back yourself. And yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for your time today. You're a good friend of mine, and it's been awesome to see you crushing it over in Perth with your tennis academy. And Beyond the Tour is all about hearing from past players and where they are now and building our tennis community closer together. So thanks for being a part of it.
Thanks for having me.